IE Business School, and I'm here to welcome all the different startups. So, we are going to start with Aquareturn. I think that most of you have the same problem. If your, let's say, water supply is not working very well, you have to wait a long time to get the hot water so you can use it. And this is what Aquareturn is trying to solve. So join me in welcoming Aquareturn, please.
Hello. Aquareturn is a device to solve a daily trouble that everybody hurts in the entire world. From the moment when you open the hot water tap until it becomes hot, you lost a lot of water. And this is a trouble for economy and for ecology. El sonido no funciona.
Is easily installed and requires no specialist labor. And when the water is hot, Aquareturn beeps, indicating that all the taps in the bathroom are now ready to run hot water. Aquareturn, an award-winning appliance that cares for the environment and your pocket.
Just in 5 minutes, you simply situate this Aquareturn under the basin of the bathroom and solve the trouble for all your life. You save effortless. With one Aquareturn is enough for all the bathroom and sometimes for the entire house. Success is to sell 4,500 devices in just 2 years without any advertising and get a turnover of 700,000 euros and over 1,000 sell points as Bosch, Vilo, and another very important distributors. This is the Bosch International Fair in Brazil. Even you can buy Aquareturn in all the stores of Aquareturn of Spain, and maybe next year even in France. I have been 15 years the technical director of a huge chemical company, but one day I decided to set up my own business. Working 5 years in the basement of my house and using second-hand spares of all devices, I have designed Aquareturn. I am married and I have 2 children, but after spending all my savings in design Aquareturn, I have applied a mortgage my house to buy machinery to produce Aquareturn in our factory. We have a huge international market open. That's why we have get the patent even in USA. And 5 new devices are patent pending now of another application of Aquareturn. Actually, secret patents. We have reached a lot of prizes. We have received prizes for ministers from the Barack Obama Environment Advisor, even congratulations for the United Nations ONU office. Even we have get that 100 million liters remaining in our rivers due to Aquareturn. And all the advantages of Aquareturn in energy savings and water saving have been certified for the government of Spain, for the Ministry of Economy. We want you to get an explosive growth. Tomorrow waiting in the shower, you will remember that you and the market need Aquareturn. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you very much. No questions. No questions. Thank you very much. Let's go for the next startup. Aeinnova. Thank you for this presentation. First of all, let me introduce you to Aeinnova. Basically, they have developed a technology to generate clean energy from heat waste. Imagine all the heaters, all the pipes, all the, let's say, heat that is not used. They have developed this technology to generate this clean energy. So, here with us, Aeinnova. Thank you very much. Your turn.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. My name, thank you. Come on. Where is the presentation? Okay. Okay, my name is Raúl Aragonés, and I'm the CEO of Alternative Energy Innovations. And I have to present to you the project of Waste Heat Recovery Unit. Okay, let's start in 5, 3. Okay, let's wait. No problem. This is my prototype. I'm earning seconds. Well, this is a printing with 3D, but we have some aluminum prototypes already installed in the Autonomous University of Barcelona. Okay, that's great. Perfect. Okay, what do you see here? Maybe you see power and efficiency. Maybe you see waste, heat emissions, contaminations. Well, let's take some numbers. All in Europe last year, it was lose 140 terawatt hour of energy, the equivalent of all the consumptions of all the homes from Spain. The equivalent of 2,100 million euros wasted to the atmosphere, or 70 millions of CO2 tons emitted for nothing. Here, Aeinnova see a big business and a chance to change the world. Well, this spacecraft was launched in 1977 using thermoelectric components. It was invented in the 1970s from the Jet Propulsion Laboratory of NASA. Now it's still working. It is far away from Pluto, and 37 years later, this technology has been validated. Our company do the same. We use space technology in order to increase the environment performance. And how to do that? We use thermoelectrical components that are in the market, like space thermoelectrical components. We apply our patented technology that is founded by microelectronic components called system-on-chip components. And surrounding all the surfaces of all the pipes, we obtain calories and we generate baths. So this is our first waste heat recovery unit. We applied hot gases. We obtain electricity. And moreover, we cool the gases, okay? So as much temperature and surface you have, much power you generate, and up to 30 years without any maintenance. So we put these recovery units inside the pipe. You can pile up as many as you can. It's a modular technology. We obtain calories from the gases, from liquids. We generate power, so we can reduce up to 60% the temperature of the gases. Moreover, we can in real-time monitor all the infrastructure. We can apply any kind of sensors. And also, we can apply big data technology in order to obtain any data, critical data from the infrastructure. So, this is our team. My name is Raúl Aragonés. I'm PhD doctor in microelectronics. My colleague, Carlos Ferrer, is here. He is the co-director of the microelectronics department and also the director of the Space Research Institute. He has long experience in European and national projects of research and also in space research. Now we have 50 slides where have been appeared last year, like Expansión, La Vanguardia, United Nations, and also the MIT Technology Review. And this last year we have won 19 national international prizes, like Repsol Foundation, like United Nations, Ideas for Change the World, like Green Building Council, the AIA Best Innovation Spain Company, and also the Think Blue prizes of Volkswagen. And that's all. Thank you very much for your attention. And if you have any question, please let me know. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, no questions.
Thank you very much. The next startup, you know, sometimes we have been listening to proposals in which they have been talking about hydrogen, like the future source of energy, but it seems it costs a lot of money. So the next startup has developed a solution for sustainable hydrogen and oxygen production. Join me in welcoming Bound for Blue.
Vale. ¿Cuándo empieza? Vale. Jules Verne once said that hydrogen will be the coal of the near future. Nowadays, and thanks to our technology, we know that this is possible. Welcome everyone, my name is Cristina, and I'm glad to present you Bamford Blue, the project we are developing. Nowadays, 50% of the hydrogen produced comes from natural gas, but its price increase and volatility and the need of reducing the polluting emissions makes us think about a change. Only 4% of the hydrogen produced comes from the electrolysis using renewable resources. And this is because the process is not cost efficient due to the high price of the electricity needed. But Bamford Blue solves this problem. Bamford Blue is the first ship specifically designed to produce oxygen and hydrogen in a sustainable and efficient way. The process is the following. The rigid wing sails propel the boat in the movement generated water flowing the submerged turbines, producing hydrogen and oxygen. This system is patented the whole system production and the rigid wing sails are protected by 7 patents. Also, 2 additional patents were presented this year. Hydrogen has a market of more than $80,000 million with growth rates of more than 5% per year. So we already have a real market there. Also, but less strategic than the hydrogen market, the oxygen market reaches 100 million annual tons. So Bamford Blue produces hydrogen and oxygen, both commodities, at a lower price than the current production methods. Here you can see the prices of the hydrogen production systems nowadays. And you can see that Bamford Blue is not only competitive in cost with the renewable systems, but also with the non-renewable. And this is mainly because of our high efficiency of our wing sail systems and because of the load factors we can reach thanks to the mobility key point. So our business model is not focused on becoming a manufacturer and integrator of each of the subsystems. Instead, it is based on generating income by means of technology transfer and licenses, just as biotech companies do. Bamford Blue is formed by a young and energetic team which combines different backgrounds. And we have experience to do it thanks to our back experience with two startups. Also, we wanted to look for the best partners and stakeholders to join the project and help us reach our objectives. Actually, we have almost closed Series A, which will enable to produce the first prototypes. So we invite you to join us in 2 different ways, investing in this round, which will be open until December, or if you think your company can bring added value to the project, be part of Bamford Blue as one of our partners. This is all, and thank you all for your attention, and remember that Bamford Blue will be the coal of the near future.
Thank you very much. The next startup have developed a solution which converts solar direct radiation into electricity with 30% higher rates compared to the other solutions. So join me in welcoming LPI. Thank you very much.
Can you listen to me?
Yeah, but we have not the slides yet.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, so I have this daughter. She wanted to know what I did, what's my job. And then I told her I'm a doctor, PhD, scientist, solar energy. And I have this ring they gave me at the Polytechnic University. You can seal your old-fashioned letters with it. And then she went to school, go and tell your friends. And she had this Trinity School exam, what's your father? And she said, he's an electrician. But that's good because you have to be fast to pretend you can really speak English. So I'm not the only doctor at LPI. We are a few over there. In the team, we also have complementary characters. We have people that work in business as well. The team is very well balanced. And then, we work in an industry, in which we have been able to not only develop ideas, also patent them, and then bring them to the market. We are very proud of that. And this is one of the most outstanding examples. This Acura headlight that we did for Honda. But then we transfer light between a source and a receiver in the most efficient way with our optics. That holds for solar energy as well. And then we had this very super high efficiency idea, and Repsol, they loved the idea. They decided to grant our project, and we started a project to develop modules demonstrating this super high efficiency with them. So now we are working on that project. You can see some pictures here. And the idea is you replace all the photovoltaic panels in Spain with our technology. And instead of feeding only 2 million homes, you can feed 3 million homes because the efficiency is radically higher. Now, apart from the technology itself, Repsol is backing us with the business case, business model. They are teaching us lots of things we didn't know about making business. And now the team has grown. We consider the people at Fundación Fondo Emprendedores as part of the team. They are smart guys, mentors, coaches, all backing us. This guy is from European Commission. He's coaching me also. I have an SME instrument, phase 1 project. He's very smart as well, and I'm learning a lot with him. So here we are. We have the money to develop the prototypes. We have the money to demonstrate the feasibility of the business case. And maybe 1 year from now, we will also need money to step ahead, scale, and try to reach the commercial stage. And yes, my little pixie, she was right. I'm an electrician. So thank you so very much.
Any of you are afraid of flying by plane? I mean, what happens is if an engine stops working. Now, with this solution, with the next startup, you will be still flying till your final destination. So we have now a solution for that, in case one engine is not working. So join me in welcoming Axter Aerospace.
¿Dónde está la presentación?
We need the slides. Okay, let's go.
Okay. Hello, my name is Miguel Suárez and I'm co-founder of Axter Aerospace. I guess that you all drive a car, and in your car you have safety belts, airbags, and ABS, and many devices that improves the safety of your car. Do you think that airplanes are as safe as cars? I'm not referring to the big one airplanes. I'm referring to small ones with a single engine. So every year, there are 700 accidents caused by engine failure during the flight, and 70 people die. It is 44 times the rate of traffic accidents in Spain. By the way, do you remember this accident? No? This was the accident that happened in March this year. It was the accident of Harrison Ford. But I'm here because I have the solution. We developed a safety system based on hybrid propulsion, where the electric motor flies and powers the airplane when the engine fails. It prevents the accident and saves the life of the crew. After 4 years of development, we have already a product tested and certified, and we put into the market the first hybrid safety system. If any company or anyone wants to do something similar, would need a few years to put something also into the market. We already sell a self-installation kit for all airplanes and also for brand new ones. So far, we got a couple of orders, but we expect to achieve at least 15% of the market in less than 5 years. But in addition, we realized that we did not only develop a safety system, but we also created electric technology applied to airplanes, UAVs, cars, boats, and any vehicle that you can imagine. So everything started in 2011. Daniel, my partner, and me invested our time, our money, and our life to make this idea reality. And it is fair to say that there's also a lot of people who are not present here that also contributed to that. So now we start the second phase that means to us the mission to supply and to sell the system all over the world. And then we open the doors to partners and distributors who can help and support us on that mission. So, and that's all from my side. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much. So smart cities has a lot to do with transportation, energy, and with the next startup, we are talking about that, how we can reduce consumption. So the next startup, they have come up with a solution. It's a revolutionary intelligent underfloor heating system, which reduces 30% of the consumption. So please join me in welcoming Plactherm.
Hi. Hi. Now. Hello everyone, this is Martí, founder of Plactherm. After being in several companies, I realized that there are some common problems in all of them in thermal issues. First one, how and where we warm. Radiators, heat pumps, use convection, drying the air and put warm on the top and cold on the bottom. Just the other way around of the ideal. Second one, have you ever feel that cold air coming from a bad ceiling? And the cost of it? Third one, why could not everything be controlled by a mobile phone? In my previous job, when I have a claim in a thermal issue, I should call to my boss to the facility manager to the owner of the building, and the owner of the building to the maintenance company. Wow. And the fourth, my favorite, have you ever experienced that? Have you ever been in your office with someone that have different thermal comfort than you? Imagine the future of thermal comfort. That exists, and it's called Plactherm. That's a normal office, everyone the same temperature. With our system, you can create zones and relate it to every worker, giving the power to everyone to control his own comfort temperature, while we can reduce the general temperature of the room 3 degrees. That's possible with our patented multi-layer tile. We have a resistor element isolation structure with electronics and sensors, achieving 30%, that could be 2,000 euros a year savings in a 300 square meters office, giving an amazing control to the users. And while all our competitors have just 21 degrees everywhere, we can put 18 and just emphasizing where and when the worker is. And imagine all the big data that we can achieve with that. This heating system market is over 24 billion euros annually and growing. And if we take a look with efficiency and zoning, we have fireplaces and heaters, we have radiators, heat pumps, we have intelligent thermostats that improve the performance of the previous, and then we have Plactherm. Our business model is based on selling our intelligent tile and later on software as a service. We have won several awards, different technical agreements, patent, and we'll have at the end of this month a functional room. We are a team of 8. We have previous experience with startups and with domotics. We have already achieved 450K, and we are looking for 300K to manufacture 10 pilot plants in customers. The first one is already confirmed with one of the biggest retail companies in Spain. If Excite think it, imagine be part of it. Next time you are going to be in your office and you have an argue with your work colleagues, you will think in us. Welcome to Plactherm, welcome to the tile of the future. Thank you.
So how's the jury? How's the jury going on? Okay, good projects. Okay, as you know, South Summit also, we have gathered a lot of talent from all Latin America. So our next project comes from Argentina. We have a project, a really young company that produces solutions in the nuclear field. So join me in welcoming Nuclearis.
Argentina.
¿Cuál aprieto?
Derecha. Con el de la derecha.
Este.
Ese es. A ver si va. Esperar.
Okay.
Let's go.
You are asking what is the relation between the radiation symbol and the Mona Lisa. The problem is that this lady have mushrooms, have fungus, and have microorganisms. The problem is that the ancient artworks have taken through the years a lot of fungus that eat the organic materials and eat the artworks. In Europe, more than $100 million are spent for restoration, and the 10% of this money is for kill fungus. Our forecast is to take $5 million per year with an innovative solution. There are 4 methods to kill fungus: chemical, gases, thermal treatment, and the 3 are not good for organic materials. Gamma rays is my field because we work with the nuclear industry. Gamma rays is an electromagnetic radiation from a radioactive source, cobalt-60. Cobalt-60 is produced for only 3 countries in the world: Russia, Canada, and Argentina. Argentina is my country. I have here a cobalt source, but don't worry because it's cobalt-59. If I put one more neutron here, I can put this source in radioactive, but not today. Nuclearis has designed a transportable equipment like a container. This is the control operator room. This is the artwork, and this is the radioactive source. And this is my truck. I can go to all the museums to bring the service of irradiation. If you give me $700,000, I will kill all your fungus. But not your fungus, your artworks fungus. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, that's a value proposition, okay. Let's go to the next one. Regarding energy, you may try to save energy, but also trying to generate energy from different sources, from the wind, from different other alternatives. The next startup, they create installations of sea wave power generation. What is the difference among other solutions? Okay, they say that they can recover this investing in less than 4 years. That is quite innovative. So join me in welcoming Biomival. Botón derecho. Aquí. Te vas pasando.
Gracias. Okay.
All yours.
Good morning. My name is Rafael Aparicio, and I have come here to speak about Biomival. Biomival obtains energy from sea waves through a design inspired in a beak of a flamingo. All of us need energy, and fossil energies are destroying our planet. When we think about alternatives, we think on solar and wind. but we forget the most important source of energy on Earth. Sea waves energy is 30 times the energy of sun, 5 times the energy of wind. It's constant, predictable, that make it very interesting for investors. How we manage that? We take the flamingo's beak, we extracted the shape through magnetic resonances, and put it into water, and it rotated. And we saw that not only it rotated, that it made it in a higher amount than our competition. And we developed a turbine that can make these things go. Our competition only take 10% of the amount of the energy of the wave. We take from 15 to 40% of the energy of the wave. This is validated scientifically. We are now building a little turbine to charge electric vehicles in Valencia port that is going to be validated through a technological part in Valencia. And our milestones are very large. It started 5 years ago. Like an idea has been helped by Repsol Foundation, and now we are going to make a trip to Chile to raise money. We are doing little boys to access to a market that is huge. And in the path, this is the team. We have a multidisciplinary skilled people. We have engineers, I am philosopher, we have a biologist, and an expert in financials related with renewables. We have partners that have trust us, and they are helping us in developing this. And we are offering you the best technology available with a bidirectional technology that can get 15% of the energy, and one of the most important in the market at this moment. This is going to be a big revolution in renewables. Would you like to join this new revolution? Thanks you very much for your attention.
Gracias.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You are probably familiar with the concept of SaaS, software as a service. In that concept, you don't have the infrastructure, you don't have the machines, you don't have the servers in your company. You just use the software and under a subscription model. Okay, that's easy. You just sign up and then you use that, let's say that software. Let's introduce a new concept that is SaaS, but solar as a service. The next startup, they say that they can use this solar as a service in which end users do not pay for the solar panels, but just for the energy produced. So join me in welcoming Sunnyrev. Please, a big applause for them. Okay.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Egidio, CTO of Rethink, and I'm here to introduce you to Sunnyrev. Sunnyrev was born from the vision that energy could be produced, consumed, and sold locally at your place at 0 kilometers. From this perspective, solar is the best solution, and that's why we are bringing together rooftop owners and solar service provider in a win-win game. So if you have a rooftop, you can consider it as a resource, but you have to use it as in a smart way. You can use it as a parking lot or as a place to grow up some interesting plants, but probably these are not the best solution. The best one is, of course, save money on the energy bill thanks to a solar rooftop. If you are a rooftop owners, you probably feel very confused because you have too many offers to compare with no negotiating power. Imagine if you had the chance to gather all the solar service providers in one room and discuss the best offer. On the other side, try to put in the shoes of the solar service provider. They have to spend a lot of time, effort, and money to acquire new customers, searching for available rooftops, visiting it, describing their proposal. But what if they had a digital repository of available rooftop? So our solution, Sunnyrev, is a digital plaza that brings together rooftop owners and solar service provider. Basically, it's a marketplace for solar rooftops based on reverse auction mechanism. If you have a rooftop, you can put it on the platform for free, and then you put in competition all the solar service provider to obtain the best market condition. It's a win-win game because on one hand, for solar service provider, you find a cheaper and faster way to acquire new customer. On the other hand, rooftop owners minimize the price for our solar rooftops. So let's have a try with our MVP at sunnyrev.com. Here you can add your rooftop and search available rooftop in your area, or if you are a solar service provider, add an offer. So it's a huge market. Solar Power Europe forecasts a potential global value of about $40 billion per year, with a constant growth of 15% per year. This is also confirmed by parallel market. Batteries will make in the next few years buildings solar powered day and night. We are going to start from Italy with warehouses. In our country, there are more than 700,000 warehouses, and our goal is to reach the 30% of market share by 2020. How we want to make money? Solar service rooftop owners will not pay for using the platform. We are going to charge the solar service provider with a success fee for closed transaction and a retainer fee for using the platform. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.
So let's go for the next one. Let's going to change the topic. Let's talk about aerial vehicles, okay? You know all of them, the drones. It seems that now everything is going to be delivered by drones, parcels, maybe one day kids to the school. But it seems that there are like still some problems with that. There is a complex technology, you need infrastructure, but we have 6,000 million markets. The next project, they have created an aircraft that hybridizes planes and helicopters. So join me in welcoming Fubex. Please, an applause for them.
Correcto. Fantástico. Okay, hi, we are Fubex. We manufacture drones. So let me ask you a question. Do you know how many people is going to live in this planet in 2050? Almost 10 billion people. And do you know what all these people are going to need? Do you know why? What? Sex? No, not sex. What they are going to need is food. So this is a huge problem for us, for the humanity. Luckily, there is a solution. Drones can improve the productivity of crops 30% using sensor on board. So that is a solution. Speaking about the market, the civilian drone market, that right now is 1 billion euros and is expected to multiply by 3 in the next 10 years, 80% of all the commercial operations are going to happen in agriculture. So that is the importance of this sector. However, right now, less than 10% of the companies offer this type of services. Why? Because drones are still complex to use. Due to 3 problems: the range, the simplicity of use, and the cost. What we have done is a solution, a new type of aircraft that solves these three problems, saving 50% of cost comparing with the competitors. Speaking about the competitors, as you can see, multi-rotors are simply to use, and planes have the range. However, we are, as a mix, we have both range and simplicity. Our business model. No, this is the presentation, sorry about that. But as you can see, multi-rotors and plane. So we have both the simplicity and the range. So the business model is to sell the system we are speaking about the hardware, but the software, that is the key on the innovation, through distributors to drone operating companies. These companies offer their services to farmers. The key of all of this is the team. We have Carlos Castellano as CTO. He has 40 years of experience as technical director, more than 10 patents, and he has white hair, that is even more impressive. So we have professor and researcher for the Public University of Navarre. In business, we have Pedro Gómez, executive of Ferrovial as business advisor, and myself, Carlos Matilla, CEO. I have led 2 entrepreneurial projects with more than 100 euros achieved. So finally, our milestones. We have raised 140,000 euros. We are in an accelerator from the Navarra government. We have flown the system thanks to funds of the Spanish Ministry of Defense. We are performing the first demos to clients with great feedback. We have 3 distributors interested, 4 businesses interested. Right now we are with the patent, and the capital needs are 200,000 euros. Finally, I would like to remember that this is a key aspect. This is a key problem of the humanity, and this is so vital, so critical that here is my number. You can call me whenever you want, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, wherever you want. Thanks a lot. Gracias.
Thank you very much. Let's come again back to energy saving. So it seems that there are like economic losses of about 400 euros per year per house regarding energy. So the next startup, they are going to present the installation of a power optimizer. So join me in welcoming Terra. Please, an applause for them. They are coming from Italy.
It's just going up.
This one.
This one. Okay. It's okay? Good. Hi, good morning. My name is Giovanni Riganti. I am Sales and Business Development Manager of Terra. What Terra is doing, we help people to save energy bills. You know, people are very upset when they receive energy bills. There is no any possibility to understand real-time consumption. They have not any chance also to save, to understand how to save money. Then only thing I can do is basically to pay. But as important things, there are no convenient and affordable solutions in the market available today. It is too fragmented and not able to cover any kind of energy aspect: water, gas, electricity, heating. So our solution is based on a gateway that is our boards, our systems, which is able to communicate with the most suitable off-the-shelf components in the market. Doing that, it's of course supporting several protocols, the most common in domotic and automation. Then data are sent remotely to a cloud platform for analysis where our algorithms are running, and then information will reach the users with a very friendly interface. What is important to say is that the user will receive as a feedback a key performance index related to the consumption, to the performances profile, alerts, for instance, in case of overloads, peak shaving, as well as suggestions about the tariff profile to be used and habits to have in order to save consumption. And at the end, of course, there is the possibility to activate automatically loads. The system is able to do that as well. Then the system is very modular and scalable, which means that it can be adapted to several business models, to very cheap solutions to much more expensive. And then it's enabling the mass adoption because it's going beyond the market fragmentation today. We have several technology, proprietary, focused on verticals, just heating, just water. Our system is able to cover all of them with standard technology. So the first market that we are approaching is the prosumers, which is the users which also has a photovoltaic system at homes, because they can have some extra advantages coming also from production of energy. If you can manage both, you have some extra advantages. We talk about 500,000 in Italy, 3 million in Europe, with a growing rate around 15%, which is quite interesting. It's important to say that in our model, we will approach the market with a pay-as-a-service model, which is very unique today. Nobody is offering this. And it's possible thanks to our hardware platform, because it can be also upgraded remotely, then having on-demand service managed remotely. Go-to-market plan, and then we have technology development to be in place to finalize algorithms and interfaces. And of course, there is a running step because we need to integrate new sensors that will come in the future with our platform. In terms of market, we expect to start sales in 2016, reaching something around 5,000 euros over Europe, starting before from Italy, and arriving at something around 15,000 users in 2018, and reaching the financial breakpoint in 3 years. So here you see the team, more than 20 years of experience in energy efficiency and the production aspect, as well as R&D. The founders launched more than 5 startups till now, and we have more than 15 years of experience in sales, both product and services. Myself is one of them. So why invest in Terra? We have already some revenues coming from version 1 systems we are selling. We have a paid pilot with major players. You see them several logos. And then we are featured in Endless Room, the only company having an hardware as a fixed platform in Endless Room in Italy. And then why to invest? Because we need to empower our solution, to start selling, and then to extend our business model. What we ask, 2 million euros over 3 years for finalizing the value proposition, and of course, in case of model, when we can go directly as a service, something more than some millions. Good. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's go to the last project of the finalists in this section of Industrial Revolution. Now we are going to the space. The next startup, they were founded in 2011, and they are providing commercial and scientific access to space. Join me in welcoming PLD Space. Thank you very much.
El derecho. Okay. Human evolution has always been linked to transportation. We invented the wheel and we conquered the land. We created boats and discovered new continents. We developed airplanes and transformed the world distant forever. All means of transport has always followed the same pattern. First, we have used them for conquest and military power, and then, after a transition period, we have made this means of transportation available for commercial purposes. All of them has followed the same pattern, all but one, space, so far. In the 60s, during the Cold War, Russians put the first military satellite into orbit and sent the first astronauts into space. Meanwhile, the United States put the first 2 men on the moon. And now, transition period is over, and commercial access to space has been born in the 21st century, thanks to private companies, typically in the US. Institutions and private companies are developing satellites that need to be launched into space. This is a market with a huge growth potential. Only last year, nearly 2 billion were invested to develop the next generation of small satellites, with a market size of 2 billion in 2020 to launch them into space. However, space rockets are still as big as a 25 history building, and market demands are still unattended. In fact, last year, only 25% of the performing launches accepted the small satellites. What is the solution? PLD Space wants to be the reference company to provide commercial access to space for small payloads. And maybe you think that we are dreamers, talking about space and rocket science. I agree, we are dreamers. Raúl Verdú and myself founded PLD Space back in 2011 when a small group of seed investors thrusted out and thought that this could be the revolution in space transportation. And PLD has a solution to develop a small, reusable, and dedicated launch vehicles. And, well, we are the first in the starting line in Europe. To develop a complete launch vehicle, you need to master propulsion technologies, and we did it. PLD Space, the first company in Europe that has developed a complete reusable propulsion system, fully dedicated for small rockets, and our own propulsion test stand to test it. And now, it's time to do bigger things. This brand new rocket family, it's called Arion, and it's being designed from scratch to provide commercial launch services for these small payloads that today are still waiting for flight opportunities. Space transportation era is coming, and we are looking for funding to be part of it. Would you like to join us? Welcome to a revolution. Welcome to PLD Space. Thank you.
So, impressive. Thank you very much. We have finished with the Industrial Revolution 2.0 set of projects. How were they? Good? Very different projects with a lot of different technologies. I think that we should be very proud of them. They have done a great job pitching. Sticking to the time is not easy, and having the time here is not, easy to control the time.